Welcome to the Gates of Judgement, where our tolerance for bullcrap is at an all-time low. Proceed with caution. What if I have a legitimate grievance? Our complaint box can be found directly in a trash can. Take it somewhere else. Okay. A question then. It's a question now, is it? Is it gonna downgrade once more? Maybe call it a passing fancy next? Well, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Sorry. It's just, a friend is going through something, and it's put me in a mood. Yeah, I've been there before. What happened? An ex pop up again? Something like that. How can I help you? Well, I'm a bit irked that I couldn't stay on Earth and become a ghost. Who told you couldn't stay behind? You mean I could have been a poltergeist or something? Sure. It's not exactly common to do, but it's not rare either. People do it all the time. In fact, it kind of causes some problems. So, can I go back then? Unfortunately, no. Once you head towards the light, so to speak, there's no going back unless you reincarnate. Darn. There go my paranormal activity fantasies. Common misconception. Paranormal Activity actually had an invisible demon, not a ghost. Now, if you were looking for a haunted house kind of scenario, well, you could have gone obvious and said Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Never saw it. I thought it was a romance. Kinda. There was romance in it, but it was way more of a supernatural murder mystery. What about Beetlejuice? That one had a ghost haunting a house. Well, yeah, sure, but normal people couldn't see them, only psychics. No, that teen girl saw the ghosts. Lydia. Yeah, she called herself strange and unusual. Yeah, I've always thought that that's just the movie's way of saying psychic. I mean, in my headcanon at least, it's the only way that it makes sense that she's the only one that can see ghosts. Alright then, which movie universe seems like it would have been the best to haunt? I'm gonna go with Poltergeist, or Insidious. Those have never seemed appealing, in my opinion. I mean, it kind of seems like torture for the ghosts. You don't kidnap a small child unless things are really bad for you. Huh. Both of those movies had that, didn't they? Yeah, and they both have psychic teams that think they help, but ultimately make things worse in the end. Wow. I never realized how much those movies had in common. I know, right? Anyway, my answer is Haunted Mansion. Those ghosts really know how to party. Oh, speaking of, I always had this question. Was the Haunted Mansion in Disney really haunted? Definitely. I mean, Disney literally put out a sign when the building was being built, inviting any and all ghosts to come haunt there. You don't think that some people took them up on that offer? I knew it! I did see those shadows move in there! You should probably just accept that you're not going to be able to go back, though. It's just not possible. Well, guess I better go to my chosen afterlife then. Which way to McFlon? Actually, I'll go ahead and give you a shortcut. Yep. Alright, the gates behind me should now be set to McFlon. Good luck. Hey, Angelo, is it okay if I go and check on George? Go ahead. I can handle the Gates of Judgment on my own. I've done so for centuries. Next! Thanks. Hey there. Would you like some company? I can't control what you do. Sure, but I'm not going to stay unless you want me to. Stay. He's right about me. He was just trying to hurt you, lashing out. You know, like any kid when they're mad at their parent. That doesn't change the fact that I was horrible. You already know about my bigotry, but I was abusive. More emotional than physical, but I did hit them. At the time, I thought I was just doing what any father would do. I was disciplining my child, but doesn't change the fact that it was wrong. Well, look, you may not have been a good person back then, but look at yourself now. You've improved. Have I, though? Have I really? Of course. Why would you think otherwise? I don't feel any different. And when he wouldn't let me talk, I wanted to make it easier on myself by falling back into old habits. Lord knows I could use a drink now, too. Well, improving yourself takes time, and it isn't always about progress. Yeah, that's what Angelo said a while ago. He's right. And for what it's worth, I think you're a pretty decent guy. Thanks, but it's hard to feel that way when I'm just reminded of my failures. Yeah, I understand that. Did you ever meet the kid? No, I wanted to, but I needed to respect Rose's wishes. And to be honest, I had a reputation to maintain, and the scandal of another child would have just ruined all that. God, that sounds so stupid and selfish of me now. Okay, yeah, it does sound kind of bad when you put it like that. To be honest, I was also afraid. I was already screwing up as a father. Ben, he was a good student, but it almost seemed like he was, well, afraid of me. For good reason, it turns out. And Ollie, well, you just heard Ollie air that dirty laundry. I didn't want to risk messing up another child. But I always made sure that Rose was well provided for, especially in terms of the daughter. Did you ever learn her name? Honestly, yes. I knew it once, but it's been so long. Something music related, I think. Harmony or something. Either way, I did her mother wrong. I did a lot of people wrong. Look, I've been down the road of thought spirals before. They never lead anywhere good. I just keep thinking, I don't deserve to be here. I deserve to be back in hell. If that were actually true, do you truly think you'd still be here? What do you mean? You've got how many gods with their eyes on you? Angelo and Hermes, those are confirmed. They've directly been watching you. Not to mention the Christian God, who I'm guessing is the guy that recommended you for this whole thing in the first place. Do you really think that with those people watching you, you'd be here if you didn't deserve to be here? I don't know. Maybe they're making a mistake. Or maybe, just maybe, you're being too hard on yourself. Thanks, Henry. I guess I just needed a slight change of perspective. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get some hot chocolate. Do you want anything? A cup of coffee wouldn't go amiss. The Gates of Judgement. You're at them. You either don't know where to go, you do know where to go, you're just delaying it, or you have a question. Either way, you've come to the right place. So a mistake has been made, and I need it fixed as soon as possible. A mistake, huh? What kind of mistake? See, I'm not supposed to be dead. So if you could just do something about that, now,
that'd be great.
Are you trying to sound like the guy from Office Space?
Would that help me get out of here?
Not in the slightest.
Okay, here's the thing. The way I died was wrong. Completely wrong. I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place, and if some people would just learn their place, I wouldn't have been doing it. Oh, I gotta hear this.
How did you die?
The how of it isn't important. What is important is that I shouldn't have died. It should have been my fiancée. If she was the one that was doing what I did, then she would be the one here. So if there's a way that we could, I don't know, swap places or something, she deserves to be here a lot more than I do.
Wow. Okay, so I definitely could just read your file and see what actually happened, but I'm kind of curious as to how you're going to explain all this, so go ahead. Tell me, why does your bride-to-be deserve to die and not you?
Well, I died doing a woman's work. That's just not right.
Come again?
So she walks out of the house all huffy and stuff because she said I was being sexist or some nonsense. You know how chicks are. Anyway, I had some friends coming over and I noticed this big stain on the carpet. Well, I say noticed. I accidentally caused it because I dropped some food. And I only made it worse when I just tried wiping it up with a towel.
Okay, and what did you do to take care of it?
At first I tried ammonia, and it actually worked fine, but after a while, after it dried, I noticed a faint outline of where the stain used to be. So I didn't want it to look bad, and I decided to try more ammonia, but that wasn't cutting it, so I decided to combine it with bleach. You did not. You did!
Oh my God!
Hey, it's not my fault. I thought the itchy throat and watering eyes just meant it was working really well. I never bothered learning how to properly clean. That's chick stuff.
Oh my goodness. You may take the cake for stupid today. I gotta give it to you. I never thought I'd meet somebody who literally gassed themselves to death.
As I've been trying to explain, it's not my fault. It's my fiancé's fault. She should have been the one cleaning. She should be the one going to hell.
Lucky for her, unlucky for you. You're dead, she's alive. That's not how any of this works. You're going to hell, buddy.
But she's the one who walked out on me. Just because I had the audacity to be hungry.
I am absolutely sure that there is way more to it than you're actually telling me.
Okay, so she was kind of upset that her dog was in surgery or something, but who cares about some stupid mutt? Like I said to her, crying ain't gonna put food on the table.
You are just a special kind of toxic, ain't ya? Ain't no brain between those ears, not an ounce of compassion in that heart.
Oh, never mind. I can see I'm never going to get through to you. You're just some kind of beta cuck.
Ooh, nice. I haven't heard that kind of insult in a while. Off to hell with you, you dunderhead.
Well, you don't have to be such a jerk about it.
Next. Welcome to the Gates of...
Great. Speaking of toxic.
You know, you wouldn't think a place called the Gates of Judgement would have such a good spread in the break room, but this here is the best hot chocolate I've ever had. The coffee's good too. Thank you for making it. Feeling better, George? Well, yes and no. Thank you for helping me through the crisis, but I don't know. It's hard to shake the feeling that I'm not good enough. Well, I think that's just a part of being human. People feel like that from time to time. There's no shame in it.
So you feel like this sometimes?
Oh, yeah. All the time. Especially when I was alive.
You must have had a tough life being a trans guy.
I had it better than a lot of people.
If it's not too personal to ask, how did your parents take the news that their child was changing genders?
Well, my mom got confused about it a lot. She thought I was being a tomboy at first, and she didn't really get it until the surgery started. My dad, though, my dad was a supporter from the start.
Well, he sounds like a nice guy.
He was my idol growing up. I looked up to him like nothing else. I actually named myself after him. His name was Henry, too.
He must have felt honored by that.
Oh, he put on a brave face and he acted all cool about it, but I know for a fact he bawled like a baby later on.
But I know others weren't as accepting. You spoke earlier of coworkers that gave you a hard time.
What can you do? You can't make everybody happy all of the time.
I guess so. What did you do for a living?
Oh, this and that. A temp job here, retail there. My mom called me a wandering soul. I did go to college, but my degree was kind of useless. Nobody cares about writers.
Don't tell me you were one of those starving artist types.
I wouldn't call myself that. I never even got started. I just never thought that I had anything interesting to say, so I didn't even try.
No self-confidence, then.
I guess I was just waiting for something to happen so that I would have something relevant to say.
With your knowledge of pop culture, I'm sure you can come up with something good. And hey, maybe you can still fulfill that part of yourself. You said that people continue to create things when they get to the afterlife?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I guess it's all up to you.
Do you want a refill on that cup?
No, thank you. Honestly, I should probably get back to work.
All right, I'll finish this up, get the dishes, and join you soon.
See you in a minute then.
He doesn't really accept you.
Freak.
He was faking it.
Aberration.
He admitted his abuse. Manipulation must be a part of that.
Hates you.
He will never accept you. Nobody ever will.
So why are you darkening the doorstep of the Gates of Judgement? What a warm welcome, Angie. Exactly the type of hospitality I was expecting. I see you're leaning into the Marvel influence. Nice horns. Well, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Though I refuse to get his jacket. Red was always more my color anyway. What is it you want, Loki? Want? All I want is to come by for a little chat. It's been so long. Not long enough. Oh, honestly, Angie, I thought you would have moved past all your problems with me at this point. The rumor going around is you're in a forgiving mood. Who in the 9 realms has been spreading that? Everyone. Word around the universal hallway is you're taking in strays left and right. First the hellbound prisoner, then the goody two-shoes volunteer. Oh, well, yeah, I've been doing that. Excellent. So you're over whatever problem you had with me, then. Hold on a minute, I'm confused. How does me taking in co-workers mean that I've forgiven you? You once said you'd never let anyone help you after I left here. No. My exact phrasing was, no more trickster gods, other than Hermes. George was basically forced upon me, and Henry just kinda showed up. Yes, I heard the damned soul was an assignment. Showed up in fuzzy handcuffs, too. And you told me you'd never be into bondage. If you think that I'm being charmed by your flirting, my answer to that is, well, with how rude you're being, I don't even want to do what I came here to do. Oh, that's fine by me. Leave. Well, alright, if you're going to twist my arm about it, I know how big a fan you are of All Hallows Eve, and I wanted to invite you to a little soiree. You are throwing a Halloween party? Nobody's going to attend a party thrown by a trickster god. Which is why it's not my party. As a matter of fact, it's happening in Cthulhu's realm. Damn it. I can't resist a good rager at Relaye. Wait a minute. Didn't he become a daddy recently? He's still willing to throw a party? Actually, he's holding it because of the little spawnlings. They're reaching some sort of maturity cycle in their development. They just started developing whatever gland causes madness in people. Not quite as potent as Cthulhu's when he puts his mind to it, but still, it should make for one insane night. Pun intended. Loki, I am not interested in going to a party with you. I do not want to rekindle this relationship. We simply did not work together. You are being such a fuddy-duddy. What happened to your sense of camaraderie and friendship? You know, there used to be a spark between us. That spark flickered out quite a long time ago. Besides, I heard that you were actually going with somebody else. Heard it was Anansi, actually. Annie is egotistical and a blowhard. I have had far too much of him. In other words, there's only room for one egotistical blowhard in your relationships, and that's already you. Why, Angie? And I thought you said you weren't going to flirt with me. Hey, Angelo, Who's this? George, this is Loki, who was just leaving. Leaving? Now why would I do that? I simply have nowhere to be. Besides, I've been dying to meet this damned soul of yours. When I started at the Gates of Judgement, Angelo did mention that gods do drop by, but I never thought of any gods beyond the Greek hierarchy. Those Greeks think they own the world. Zeus's thunder doesn't hold a candle to Thor's. Loki, the mischief maker, I believe. George, the intern from hell, I suppose. That makes me sound way worse when you say it out loud. Like I'm a really bad intern or something. I'm not here to make a judgment call on you. Well, not yet anyway. Be nice, Loki. Well, as nice as you can be. I am being perfectly cordial, my former love. Wait, you and Angelo were a thing? Oh yes, quite the duo we were, practically inseparable. Yeah, until you started showing your true mischief side, and not in the fun way. Must we dredge up the past in a negative light? I'm just having a hard time picturing Angelo dating, well, anyone. He was quite the charmer, this one. Well, not really, no. I was the one that charmed him. But we did still have our fun together. Yeah, that's one way to describe it, sure. If you didn't have fun, at least at first, you wouldn't have gone out with me. I'm not nearly the monster you keep trying to make me out to be. Fine, you're right. It was fun. Right up until the moment that it wasn't. And if it's not too personal, what made it not fun anymore? Angie here stopped being able to take a joke. More like you didn't know when to take things seriously. Also, you were constantly testing our relationship. Tests? What do you mean? he would shapeshift into other people just to see if he can get me to cheat on him. It's one of the ways he tried to control me. I maintain that making sure you were a loyal partner was important. You only wanted to catch me cheating on you because you were actually cheating on me. Slow down. I'm still trying to catch up with the whole shape-shifting thing. Is that supposed to be me? Is that supposed to be me? Ha ha. Is this what he would do to you? No, it was more tricking, less mocking. My name is George, and I'm from hell. I have a chip on my shoulder the size of Odin's beard. So you and a horse, huh? My name is George, and I love romantic movies and long walks on the beach and strawberry ice cream. No, Loki, you lost this one. George went straight for the jugular, and he got you fair and square. You're done, man. Fine. Touché, George. But I will be getting you back. Trick or treat. What do you think that is supposed to mean? It means we'll probably see him again. Because of course it does. Hi, guys. Why do I feel like I missed something important again? You did? Kind of. Loki, Norse God of Trickery, just visited the Gates of Judgement. Oh, is that all? A god being around the afterlife really isn't surprising to me anymore. Well, apparently he's also Angelo's ex. No way. You and Loki did the dirty? Let's not start getting into my love life. That's just gonna embarrass all of us. Yeah, and apparently he has a problem with me now. Anyway, Angelo, was Loki the trouble that you were alluding to when Hephaestus was here all that time ago? Yep. Speaking of, he's been gone a while. I put in that work order for the trapdoor and the hologram ages ago. He really should have been back. I'm gonna give him a call. Hold on. Alright, well, back to work, I guess. Are you all right, Henry? You were back there for a while, and you seem off. Yeah, I'm fine. Just started thinking about some things. Do you need to talk about it? I'd rather get back to work if it's all the same to you. Okay. But if you ever need an ear, I'm willing to listen. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Thanks, man. See you soon. Okay, so apparently Hephaestus has been extraordinarily busy the past few months, but I do have a bit of an update. So, getting to thinking about the hologram actually got him thinking about how he usually sets up AI, and he wanted to redo that, so that's been taking a while. Also, he's trying to figure out how to make it a hard light hologram. That's gonna be really cool. Like Rimmer from Red Dwarf. And the trap door that he was looking into? That's what's been taking longer. He's trying to figure out a good system that'll send annoying souls away to whatever destination we set. He's also trying to figure out a way to make it as satisfying as the lever that they have in the help desk. Nice. I can't wait to see what he cooks up. So boys, shall we get back to it? It feels like forever since all three of us were working at the same time. I'm actually hoping for a nice spicy soul. I'm looking to get out some aggression. Yes, I'm eager to get back to work too. Right then, we're on the clock. Next! Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. How can we ease your way into the afterlife today? Is it possible to sell my soul? Pardon? My soul. Can I make a deal with a god in exchange for a bargain? I mean,
you're here already. I'm fairly certain that ship sailed the moment your heart stopped beating.
How about a minor deity? A demon? Just something so I can get out of where I'm going.
And, where do you think you're going?
Well, considering that I'm an atheist, or at least I was, I thought I'd be going to some, I don't know, dark void of nothingness or something, and I'd rather avoid that.
Well, from my understanding, you don't necessarily have to do that.
Please, I'll do anything. Satan, he'll take my soul. I bet he's a nice guy. The Bible demonizes a lot of things. I'm guessing he's not as bad as he should be. Maybe Satan's a sweetheart.
I'm going to let you sit with that assumption for a second. As a reminder, what you just said was, maybe Satan is a sweetheart.
Well, I've seen Lucifer, that detective show. He didn't seem that bad in that.
Okay, and that's one show out of how many that depict the devil?
Well, I mean...
If nothing else, I'm sure you at least have heard the term Faustian deal, right?
Fine. If not him, then maybe one of his demon generals will give me a better bargain.
I haven't personally met the Lord of Hell, but I have met some of his demons. Trust me, they are not going to make a deal with a human soul.
Come on, there's gotta be some way, something that I can do so that I don't stop existing just because of my beliefs.
If you'll just permit me to explain, you do not have to be obliterated if you choose not to be.
I don't? But I thought atheists...
You obviously didn't pay attention during your orientation here, so let me repeat it for you. In the event that you don't have a core belief system, or you're choosing to go with a different system than the one that you believed when you were alive, you can choose to be judged by the cosmos.
Oh. Well, how would that work?
Like any other system, you're judged as either morally good or morally bad, and then you're sent to the appropriate paradise or punishment.
That sounds way better than nothingness.
I imagine so. Would you like to go through with it?
Please, go ahead. Get the head of the cosmos in here.
No need. We're all electric now. Good news for you. You're going to a paradise. Apparently, according to this, paradise for atheists is called the good place.
Wait. No, I've seen that show. That's code for hell.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't watch much TV, and I don't have any reason to be lying to you.
You're sure? I'm not actually being sent to the bad place.
I promise. Would you like directions to your paradise?
Yeah, sure, please.
Just go back the way you came, and you should have passed a set of pearly gates. The atheist paradise is actually right next to the Christian one.
Well, all right. But if I catch even a whiff of Ted Danson, I will be complaining. Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. You're dead. Now let's get you to your final rest.
I'm here to ensure that I'm getting the correct judgment for my actions on Earth.
Oh? And, what would those actions be?
I protected our children from the unspeakable actions by those deviants.
I am so glad you decided to join my line. All right, please explain. What exactly do you mean by deviants?
You know, the not normal ones.
I would like you to clarify that statement, please.
The delusional people who think God mixed up their gender. Those drag queen nonsense people. The gays.
Uh-huh. So you believe that the people of the LGBTQ plus community are trying to indoctrinate children into their evil lifestyle? Finally, someone who gets it. Yes, of course I believe that. They're all monsters. Why else would they want to insist on reading to our children? Maybe to entertain them? Don't buy into their lies. They weren't thinking anything wholesome when they started their drag reading hour. Such horrible books they picked, too. Hardly appropriate for small children. I see. You're one of those types that loved banning books, aren't you? I am personally responsible for banning 25 books from my district, all of them with horrible, deviant thoughts. So, you hate the LGBT plus people for making books about their lives and sharing those books with the world? If their lifestyle choices were making them into abominations of society, I shudder to think what they would have been able to do if they were able to mold the minds of children. I mean, look at you. You look like a perfectly nice, normal young man. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. Oh yeah? Well, come closer. I've got a secret. Oh? A little closer. Well, all right.
I'm a trans man, you troglodyte!
Ah! That was incredibly loud and inappropriate. Why would you say such a horrible thing? Because it's true. I am. You know, because of people like you, I spent a long time not accepting myself. I thought I was inadequate, some creature, a subhuman thing that didn't even deserve to live. But eventually, I did learn to accept myself, and it took a community of people who showed me love in its truest form. Your way has no love at all. Your community is filled with a bunch of child groomers who spit in the face of God. Your way of thinking cost thousands of people their lives. You spread hate and call it the word of God without any notion of God's love or kindness. The real Jesus spread compassion for your fellow man. He preached about acceptance and kindness. If you truly wanted to emulate Christianity as a force for good, you'd embrace everyone as a friend. God expressly called those who laid with their own gender abominations. I am so sick of that argument that I could literally vomit. And you have no response to it because you know I'm right. Oh, I have a million responses to it, but none of them will convince you of the horrible, evil person that you truly are. I will not be judged by such a deviant like you. No, you will be judged by God, who says, yeah, you're going to hell. You expect me to believe that? I will not move from this spot until I hear straight from God's own mouth. Get out of here. Go to hell where you belong. Or I can press a button on my phone, which will assemble every single person who has died because of your way of thinking. And when they're done, there won't be enough left of you to fill a teaspoon. And eventually, you'll reconstitute. And we'll start again. And eventually, when we're done, when we've had our fun, we will send you to hell anyway. Get out now. Whew, nice job with that soul. Damn near tore her head off with just your eyes. Thanks. I just can't stand bigots. No kidding. I think that's the first time I've ever seen you pissed here at the Gates of Judgement. What can I say? She pushed the right buttons to cause an explosion in me. And quite the fireworks they made, too. Hey, George, did you see our girl here? She just ripped a soul in two with just words. What did you say? I was just bragging to George about your verbal beatdown. No, you said something specific. Something not exactly friendly towards me. What are you talking about? Angelo hasn't said anything wrong. What did you say, Angelo, specifically, when you were walking away from me? I said, Hey George, did you see our man here? He just ripped a soul in two with words. That's not what I heard. It is what he said, though. I heard it with my own ears. Not that he needed to tell me. I saw the whole thing, and it was quite the sight. No. Are you sure he didn't just... Didn't just... What? Never mind. Maybe I just need some rest or something. The soul got me superheated, and my brain is turning to mush. I think I need to take off to my paradise for a while. Yeah, you get some rest, buddy. You definitely seem off. I'll be back later. Huh. That was weird. Yeah, I'm worried about him too. He didn't seem quite right when he came out of the break room. What did you two talk about in there? He helped me with my confidence issue, told me a little bit about his parents. That's about it, really. Nothing that would leave him like that. You're sure nothing else happened? Not that I recall. Why? Are you accusing me of something? Not a bit. I'm just trying to figure out why Henry was freaking.
Well. We got some slackers in here, I see.
Hephaestus! I didn't think we'd be seeing you quite yet.
Oh, I actually wasn't planning on it, but I changed up my plans. I haven't got the mechanism for the teleportation device quite right. But I do have the other work order you placed right here.
Is that the mechanism for the hologram? It's so tiny.
Yep. I designed this baby to be much more easy to transport than the clunker that you had before. Hey, George, how you doing?
Hey there, Hephaestus. I'm still kicking around.
Yeah, I bet. So, shall we give this baby a test run?
All right, let's test out this new hologram. Fire it up, Hephaestus.
Actually, you should be the one to turn it on.
Wow, it is no bigger than a dime. Me? Why me?
Because if you turn it on, it'll siphon off a slice of your power. That way, it'll be able to do whatever it is that you do here. At a fraction of the power, but still. It'll also know everything that you know.
Huh, I guess that makes sense. All right, what do I do?
Just press the center and toss it.
All right. Hello, I am... And welcome to the Gates of Judgement. What was that huge pause? Did it glitch already?
No, this is just the default mode. I didn't program a name into it because I thought you guys would want to be the ones to name it. I also have some presets built into it if you'd like to try those out.
Ah, that makes sense. Can we take a look at some of the presets?
Sure, just say begin preset presentation.
Begin preset presentation. Hello, I'm Adam. How can I help you today? Huh. Seems a bit generic, don't you think?
Hey, I needed some way to start it off. I figured a nice, normal guy would be the way to do it.
How do we move on?
Just say pass.
Pass.
Sup, I'm Otto. I'm like, here to help you or whatever.
Okay, I absolutely despise this one.
Yeah, me too.
It screams 90s grunge. I don't know what that means, but I still hate it. Pass. Oh, hello, dearie. How can I help you find your final resting place? Too sweet. She'll get absolutely trampled by the bad souls. Oh, I don't know. Have you ever seen a grandmother lose their temper? They are forces to be reckoned with. Still, I think we can do better. Pass. Yeah, I'm Luke. What do you want? Really, Hephaestus? Been binging Gilmore Girls again?
Hey, it's a good show. and Luke is a role model.
As much as I like it too, I think we'll stay away from fictional characters. Pass.
Hi, I'll be your guide. I'll be your GUIDE to the other side.
What did I just say?
Fine, I admit I started running out of ideas and just had a little bit of fun.
After like 3 original ideas?
I'm an inventor, not a character creator.
Pass.
Arg, matey, batten down the hatches and set sail for ye afterlife.
This is getting us nowhere. I kind of like this pirate guy. He seems whimsical. Too whimsical. We need to be taken seriously. Is it too late to go back to the default and just work with that?
Hologram, back to default preset.
Hello, I am... And welcome to the Gates of Judgement.
Alright, if you're set on using the default preset, then it's going to act a little bit like Data from Star Trek. A bit robotic at first, but will build a personality based on your interaction with it. What would you like to name it?
Didn't you hear it? Its name is Am. I like it. Simple, but effective. Though, aren't we kind of tempting fate with the Harlan Ellison comparison? Ah, but this one does have a mouth and can scream. From my recollection, the robot not having a mouth is not the significance of the title. Oh, relax, we'll be fine.
Alright, set name to Am. Alright, shall we see Am handle a soul?
Hello, I am Am, an artificial intelligence designed to help here at the Gates of Judgement. You are my first soul, so please bear with me if you experience problems. Are you telling me that even the afterlife is starting to give jobs to robots? Not at all. We also have non-artificial people on staff here. I am just here to help. I'd like to talk to one of those non-artificial people then. Are you absolutely sure? It would help my programming if I were able to assist you. You would ensure that I improve for future souls. Well, fine, I guess. But I reserve the right to talk to a proper person if you glitch out. As you wish, sir. How can I help you? I technically have a Christian upbringing, but Catholic to be precise. But my question stems from my culture. Cultures can vary in their view of afterlife traditions. May I ask which culture in particular? My family is proud Mexican. Really, what I'm asking about is our celebration of the dead. Ah, I see. You are asking about Dia de los Muertos, also known as the Day of the Dead. Yes. You say you're an artificial intelligence? Indeed, sir. Then let's test your knowledge. What do you know about the Day of the Dead? To my recollection, families honor their deceased by gathering together, playing music, and celebrating the lives of their fallen loved ones. The living will build altars called ofrendas, where they place gifts and food for those passed on. Excellent. So you've at least seen Coco, or the other animated film, The Book of Life. I am not familiar with those movies. Please hold. Done. I have just finished watching both movies at 2,000 times speed. They were both beautiful stories. Okay, so am I allowed to go visit during the celebrations? I'm afraid the afterlife does not work that way. Once you are here, there is no going back to the living world. However, there is a special experience reserved for those who observe this holiday. What special experiences? Are you familiar with the concept of a holodeck? What, like from Star Trek? Precisely. While you are not allowed to go to Earth, you can make the Earth come to you. During the festival, there will be an area set up where holograms of your family will show up as they are celebrating. Ah, how does that work? It is similar to being there yourself. Your family will not be able to see or feel you, but you will be able to see them. Plus, the food will automatically appear for you, so you will be able to consume it. So, I can't go there, but I can still technically celebrate with my family? And I can still even eat my wife's tamales? Of course. And it will taste exactly how you expect it to taste. That sounds lovely, honestly. Oh, Am I at risk of being forgotten? I'm actually a bit afraid of that. If you are asking if you will disappear the moment you are forgotten by mortal humans, not to worry. The third death does not actually exist here. You are able to exist in the afterlife for as long as you wish. Thank you. You've actually been really helpful. I am pleased to hear that. Will there be anything else? No, I'm good. Is there some kind of survey that I can fill out to make sure you're not turned off or whatever? No need, sir. My creator has been monitoring this conversation and has noted your approval. Oh, good. Well, good luck to you, Am. And to you, sir. Now that was a great first run for our new Gates of Judgment hologram. I concur. Excellent work, Am. I appreciate the praise, though it is unnecessary. No, Am, the praise is entirely necessary. Around here, we compliment a job well done, and you did the job well. I'm looking forward to working with you. I am pleased to be of service. Thank you for your kindness.
I'm glad the new hologram is working out so well. I gotta say, I think I've outdone myself this time.
I am definitely impressed. It almost seems like this thing is actually alive.
Well, it is, to a point. Am will be able to learn, change, and adapt to you guys. This is my most sophisticated AI to date.
Is it going to damage him to have him on all the time?
Not at all. He will just draw from Angelo's power, a little bit at a time. He doesn't even need to be recharged.
And luckily, like any half-decent god, my power is virtually limitless.
Well, then, shall we get back to work?
You go ahead, George. You too, Am. I want to talk with Hephaestus for a moment. You got it. Next. Do you know the way to the Cthulhu realm? Are you speaking about Relaye? Yeah, I heard there's a Halloween festival happening all month long there. Okay, you're going to want to go back out into the universal hallway. You're going to keep walking until you start to smell seawater. Then you're going to keep walking until you find a hallway that seems almost eerily dark. Go down that hallway, and eventually you're going to come across gates that look not quite right. Go through those gates, and you're there. Thanks. I can't wait to lose my mind. I hope they have half-decent snacks. You're welcome.
So this is the soul that you're stuck with? Seems like a lost cause.
Yeah, but what can I do? The higher-ups basically forced him on me.
Can't you complain? Maybe they'll just send him back to the pit he came from.
Oh, why bother? Eventually, he'll show everyone just how rotten he is deep down. I won't have to lift a finger to get him out of my hair.
I heard about his blow-up with his kid. That sounded brutal.
George got what he deserved. He's a bad person, wasting his time here. He'll figure that out on his own and self-sabotage, just like all the bad souls do.